and welcome back. My name is AdriAnne Headen, the Writers Television. And we are here in the beautiful Ocean Prime, located in Dallas, Texas. And today, we're meeting with the amazing Dr. Charles Kent, the writer of A Word Fitly Spoken. A Word Fitly Spoken by Dr. Charles L. Kent. You know, I had a chance to read this book, and I've read many books. However, this book was a very different book. Very different book because it seems that you wrote this book for people like me who are having a difficult time remembering any of the Bible verses. So I guess I wanted to know exactly that what got you into doing some acronyms of Bible verses?
It's funny you should ask, because it's the same reason that you brought up. Is I wanted to know. It was a long time ago that I became a Christian, and it just seemed as though I couldn't remember all this stuff that was coming at me. And so I prayed and I said, God, help me to be able to remember what it is that you're teaching me. And in so doing, this thing with acronyms just dropped in me, and I didn't realize how many I had. It was just like handles, you know, that I could handle this understanding better. And that's exactly how that thing came about.
I know that when I read the Bible, it is really difficult for me. Once I put the Bible down, that's it. I'm not going to remember majority of the verses at all. I mean, for some, if someone mentions the Bible, like mentions certain quotes from the Bible, I would say, hey, I remember that quote, but I would not know how to remember it, to use it in any other type of situation. And I was so amazed that you were able to do that. In Matthew 18, verse 19, again, I say to you that if two of you agree on earth concerning anything that they ask, it will be done for them. He said agree. Now, aggressively getting rid of every excuse. I love it. And here's another one, better. Okay, better. Believe every test and trial ends right. You know how amazing that is?
Yeah, I read things like agree, and I pray and I say, okay, what are you really trying to say here? You know, what are you really trying to get across, God? What are you really trying to point? And there are examples in life. If we're going from Dallas to Atlanta, we've got to agree that it's I-20 all the way. You know, you can't just get off on I-49 going south and expect to. Well, you will. If you go the long
will take
way.
the long way.
But you gotta understand that this is the way, and you need to. And it's an excuse.
Yes.
That we take to go another way.
Exactly.
And so we got to get rid of the excuses.
And that's why I love this book so much. I love this book so much because it gave me something to carry with me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if there is a verse in the Bible that I may need for that situation, for that moment, for something that's actually happening to me at that moment, your book was written for that. So I could remember that verse that's going to carry me through.
Yeah.
Do you know how special that is? That is such a gift.
It is a gift, and I was kind of selfish. You know, I didn't.
Why you say that?
I didn't get the revelation to write a book. I got the revelation for myself. I wanted to remember for me. And so a friend of mine says, hey, listen, you know, I've been around you for a couple of years now, and I've got over 30 of your acronyms.
Wow.
I said, really? She said, I wrote them down. I got over 30. So she typed them up. She put it in a nice little format, brought me the name of a publishing company and a check. And she said, here, this is the beginning of your first book.
What?
And to
What are the
Renee's
odds? Like, that
credit-
doesn't happen like that quite
To
often.
Renee's credit, that's how this first book came about.
Ah, that is so amazing. I do have to read one more to you guys. Oh, my favorite, blind. Now check this. Blind from birth, living in darkness. Blind means the inability to see clearly.
Yes.
Now, he put blind, basically living in need daily. And you know, I really love this because people, that's what most people do. They actually live in blindness.
Yeah.
They keep making the same mistakes over and over again. They're living in blindness, don't know how to get out of that. And you have put the verse here from the Bible, and then you broke it down.
It's so important in our sight and sound generation that we're able to get a handle on things. You know, that we're able to remember. And this is what God does with me. It's all about capsulizing something so that people can carry it through the day. Somebody said that I'm a wordsmith. I see words, and it's just, I have several volumes coming because I have over 300 of these acronyms
Yeah,
that
wow.
God has given me, and not just biblical, but just life.
Just life in general, that people
just-
can just carry with them.
Yes.
That is amazing. Also, too, I wanted to talk about your podcast. You know, I came across that one day, and so tell me more about that. Tell us more about your podcast.
We have a couple of them. I have been doing a daily 15-minute motivational. My book is it's a devotional with a jab. You know, just when you think that this is really nice and this is really cute, it hits you between the eyes. So we do a podcast Monday through Friday at 7 Central Time. Just me talking about one of the different acronyms. But on Tuesday afternoon, my wife and I and Dr. Mel, whom you've interviewed.
Yes, I had the pleasure, yes.
We do an hour program on internet radio.
Yes.
And on Fishbowl radio, internet radio station. And we get into these things. We get into these acronyms, and we...
I know. I listened one day. I listened. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is really great.
Because they helped me put this together.
Yes.
They really, really did. And so they remind me of things that I've said over the years that I forgot I said. I said, oh, I gave you that. Did I say that? Obviously, it comes from God.
Yeah.
It's inspirational. And so I will call them when I get something just in driving or just in the mall, or I see something and a word comes alive to me.
That's
I'll
amazing.
Call them and I say, hey, write this down. In a hurry, write this down.
You actually wrote one for me. Do you remember? No. You wrote one for me. It is called Level,
Yes.
Leaving Early, Volatile,
Leaving every
volatile elevation
legitimately. Yeah, that's a story.
I love it.
Leaving every volatile elevation legitimate.
Yes.
I need to tell you this. And this is life.
Yes.
I was driving cross country, and I was driving from Chicago to Spokane, Washington, and I was in Montana. Montana's known for the beauty of its skies.
Yes.
Montana skies. I'm like 85 miles an hour because it ain't nothing out there.
But just you.
Yeah, and I'm praising God, listening to my music, and I hit a bird. What is a bird doing down on this level?
Yes.
And that thing just bothered me. And I thought about it. I said, so you missed bird school when they told you.
It's going to be driving at a certain level.
Yeah.
He's all the way down here.
So I didn't stop to do CPR or anything. I just kept going. And about 10 minutes later, I hit another bird.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm saying, so both of y'all missed class that day. I said, you dumb bird. How can you, all this beauty that God has given you the liberty to enjoy, and you down, and now it's cost you your life.
So what do you think that meant to you?
This is what God dropped in my spirit. He said, this is the problem with so many Christians today. They're on the wrong level. And if they stay on that level, it's going to be volatile. And I was just meditating over that. If they stay in bitterness, if they stay in hatred, if they stay in jealousy, if they stay in malice, it's going to kill you.
It's going to kill you.
And that's when he dropped that thing and said, leave every volatile elevation legitimately.
That is beautiful.
We have a right to be in the clouds. We're supposed to be eagles.
We're supposed to be eagles, fly.
Yes, we have a right to believe
soar.
God. And when you don't, you end up dying.
You know, I really do believe that. I believe that everyone should be able to find out exactly what their purpose is. And when God gives that to you, you need to take it and fly with it.
That's right.
Don't sit on it. Don't say, hey, you know what? I got plenty of time, because we don't have a lot of time at all. He's showing you what you're supposed to be doing, and you should do it. You should do it. Now, I wanted to ask you about this beautiful book, A Word Fitly Spoken. What does that word mean to you?
This is Proverbs 25. It says, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in a setting of silver. It's a tailor-made word. We're in this world needing something that is going to fit you for where you are right now. And that's my prayer, is that God give me a word that would fit my situation right now.
Wow.
If you've ever had a tailor-made outfit, a tailor-made suit, or a tailor-made dress, it's like they took you and all your lumps and bumps and they designed something just for you. That's what a word fitly spoken is about. You can open up this book and it's not a novel.
That's right.
It's you opening up this book randomly and you find a word and it just fits you.
It fits you.
It just says what needs to be said to you at that particular moment.
Well, thank you so much for coming to see me.
Pleasure.
Oh my goodness, Dr. Charles L. Kent. And if you're interested in learning about this amazing author or purchasing this book, you can find him on his website at awordfitlyspoken44.wixsite.com or amazon.com or all other online bookstores. And again, please remember to click on the subscribe button at the bottom of this screen. And also remember, many dream, but very few make it happen. Until next time, guys, bye-bye.